Hey everybody, this is Krist from Just Be Creative, and Jordan told me a story during our conversation, and I thought it deserved its own episode. You can find more about Jordan and what he's doing at kellyandkelso.com. Thanks for listening. Hey, would you mind telling the story about Nelson and his and your experience with that?
Yeah. So I had told you earlier about the little boy who received the book and was reading it, and he could relate to the Kelly character. So he was like 10 years old, and he had Down syndrome, and he had a single father. And about a month or two went by, and I was at work, and I remember just feeling this urge of like, I should reach out to his dad and see if he can get me a clear version of that video so that I can share it with, all the Kelly and Kelso followers, because him being able to relate to that character meant so much to me, and I wanted to share that. So I reached out to Nelson's dad, and he said they would love to get me the video, but they'd had an incident happen, and so it could be a while. And I said, no worries. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to intrude. And he said, no, it's all good. He said the night before, though, Nelson had gone to a sporting event, and he was playing behind the stands with some friends. And a gang came up, and they convinced Nelson to swallow a half a roll of nickels and a whole roll of dimes in order to join their gang. Again, remember, Nelson has Down syndrome, and they found him in the men's room crying and holding his stomach. So they rushed him to the emergency room to have.
How old is he?
He was 10.
Or was he at the time?
Yeah, he was 10.
Gosh. That's all everyone is.
Yeah, and so they found him crying, holding his stomach, and his dad wasn't with him because his dad was working. So his dad met him, all at the hospital, and they performed an immediate surgery, removed all the change. And so the dad's explaining all of this to me, and I'm talking to him. And then I said, well, is there anything I can do, Kelly and Kelso can do, to help you and Nelson? And he said, no. He said, just, right now the hardest thing is Nelson wants orange chicken and chicken nuggets because he doesn't like the hospital food. Right. But he was on like a liquid diet or whatever. And so I said, okay, well, I'd love to make a video of me and my mascot. You'd mentioned earlier we have mascots of my characters. And I said, I'd love to make a video with me and Kelso, and we're just going to encourage him if that's okay. And he said, yeah, absolutely. So I got my buddy, and he dressed up as Kelso, and we made this video just encouraging Nelson and loving on him and letting him know that he doesn't have to do anything to be on our team. We love him just the way he is, and just, talk to him about sports and some of the stuff his dad had reminded us that he enjoyed. And we sent him this video, and the dad wrote me back and said, the video was a godsend because Nelson was watching it and he forgot about all the other stuff that was going on. And he just started eating the hospital food without complaining or giving, his dad a hard time.
Wow.
And I said, that's awesome. I'm glad we could help. I said, would you be open to letting me share this on my social media platforms? I would love to see if I can get some other videos. And Nelson's dad told me he would love me to share it because other kids need to understand that, number one, bullying is wrong, but bullying to this extent could have cost Nelson his life. And so he said, anything you can do to bring awareness to this, please, go for it. And so on my social media platforms, I reached out and basically just shared Nelson's story. And dude, we received 75 videos from all around the world of people just encouraging him and loving on him. Wow. All the way to like service dogs that would go pick up a sheet of paper that said, get well soon, Nelson. They'd hold it up to the camera, to a dance team of girls down in Florida that did this dance for him and just encouraged him and told him to come dance with them sometime. Southwest Airlines made a video. There are videos coming in left and right. Kelby Dover, who sings the Kelly and Kelso songs for me on the books. Mm-hmm. He made him a video just encouraging him and singing him a song. And the dad was just blown away. And so this is probably one of the sweetest moments in all of Kelly and Kelso. So, I haven't even been in business that long. 3 years now? And This dad told me, he said he hadn't prayed in almost 10 years since he had lost Nelson's mom. And he said he went down to the chapel while Nelson was sleeping. And he said he sat down and he started, just took a deep breath. And he said when he did, he felt immediately like all the bitterness and the hurts and the burdens that he'd been carrying for all these years just kind of fell off of him. He said, because I couldn't be more grateful for you, Kelly and Kelso, and just all the love and kindness that these people have poured out towards me and my son during this time. He's like, I don't even know y'all. and here y'all are, just treating us like family.
Yeah.
Because it
That's
wasn't just
amazing.
that. People send him like ukuleles, like nice ukuleles, and just like random gifts. And I just really loved and encouraged this father and this son. And I don't know. I always look back and I'm like, if nothing ever comes of my books, and it was just that one moment where God allowed me to be a vessel to this man and his son, then it was
Yeah.
totally worth it.
That's
And
awesome.
so that's hands down probably one of my favorite things that's happened out of my Kelly and Kelso book so far is my encounter with Nelson and his dad.
Wow, man. I mean, that's such a horrible beginning to a story, but yeah, it's awesome to see people rallying around somebody and giving them support like that for sure.
Totally. Well, I mean, it brings you, hope in humanity again. Something that I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people have lost. And Nelson's doing a lot better. He's back to swimming and playing football and all that stuff that he loved before.